Hi, welcome to part 2 of Miss Sandy's Wednesday's activities. Well, Mr. Bluebird and all his friends that flew in got me to thinking about how much I enjoy bird watching. And I live out where there's lots and lots of birds. And I see almost every day a red cardinal, just like this one. I have a special book I can pull that I can read about that red cardinal. That's not the red cardinal. That's the red cardinal. See, there he is. He's a male. That's what the female red cardinal, she's not red, the cardinal looks like. The red cardinals are the daddies. They're the males. What's interesting, this little book on Tennessee birds has a lot of information. I didn't know that these red birds are very territorial. They protect their family in the spring. But in the winter, they're not territorial. That's a big word. You might have to talk with somebody about what that means. This bird has been known to be so territorial that when it sees itself in a mirror or a window, it will peck, 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 and attack it. He's attacking his shadow, basically. So that's interesting. I didn't know that until I read this book. You can find lots of information about birds online or in books. Spring is when, this is a robin redbreast. Spring is when a lot of our birds make nests. And I wonder why. They lay their eggs. And building a nest can be a lot of fun, guys. I found this in my trash can. And I decided I would cut out a hole. If you do this, I would leave a bigger lip. That is not enough for the bird to build her nest in. The mama always builds the nest. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to find twigs, which I found. They're going to put in their nest. I've got a lot of wet moss around my house. But they will use that. They will use pieces of tissue they find. They will find string and put in there. You'll find all kinds of interesting things. They're very good at and resourceful. That means they just make do with what they find. And they make a soft bed for their babies to hatch in. So once you cut your milk jug, you can try to put some soft things in there and see if a bird will come and make this their home. That will be an experiment. We'll have to use our trusty binoculars to keep an eye on it. Put it near a tree near your window so you can see if birds are paying attention to this. And if they do, they might want to lay their eggs right there in your bird nest. Now, once you have birds, you want to attract birds. You know, they love to eat, and it's very important. If you want to watch a lot of birds, then it's a good idea to have a bird feeder somewhere. This is a paper towel tube that I just put Crisco on, and I put a string in it. It's a toilet paper tube, and then you roll it in some bird seed. This is pretend bird seed. These are spices and sugar, so I don't have any bird seed at my house. But you roll it really thick so that a lot of the bird seed's on there. And then you take it and hang it near a window where you can look out and see the birds enjoying the food that you brought them. I'm going to send a link that has 15 birds and 15 bird sounds so that you can start learning. What sound does a cardinal make? What sound does a robin redbreast make? If you enjoy it, it might be a hobby for life. Huh? How about that? That's the end of today's lesson. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be doing emotions, and I'd like you to bring crayon and paper. And if you have a mirror, bring that, or be sitting next to a mirror. I love you. Happy Wednesday.